All right, so like obviously it's you've talked about this bear, but it just needs to be talked about is the mask. Like obviously where does I get the mask comes from, but you explain it yourself. Where does the mask come from? And I would say like kind of like you were saying, the phone is an extension of yourself. Your masks have almost become an extension of yourself. It's not like you've just got one mask. Like you basically cover your face in many different ways. Like tell us about that. Like how have you found it? Like and why is it there? Because you not showing your face on the internet is a big thing, because obviously it creates this whole thing about anonymity, and like it's a mysterious thing, you know what I mean? Like obviously like everyone sees like girls are going wild on your story like saying bare crud, and I personally think it has partly to do with the mask, because they don't...
Dickhead.
No. It's not even like that, yeah. But it has to, bro. It has to have a mystery, because, bro, masks in general, yeah, it's like what you're hiding. And I think to some girls, it's like, bro, I want to know what he's hiding.
Curiosity.
Curiosity.
It's like with drill artists as well. It's the same thing. Like, a lot of people are like, bro, I want to see my man's face.
I bet there's some people that now, like, for instance, what is it? Like, K-Trap's taken off the mask. I bet there's some people that aren't as interested.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anything about him. Yeah, the mystery's gone. Like, there's not, like, an interest. Obviously, if you like his music, cool, but I'm saying visually. And I feel like with you, even if, say, you're not wearing the mask, you're just not putting the camera in your face, people want to know, because people like myself, for instance, will put their face all over the internet. And I think even though you're very active online, because it's not that visual kind of face-to-face thing, I think that mashes up people's head. I think in the tattoo world, especially because no one does that, I don't know. I think I've only heard of like one other person that's been doing that in like America maybe. So I think to them, everyone's like, whoa, so I like his tattoos, I like him or whatever, but why is he covering his face? You know what I mean? And obviously from Trap House, I think there's some people that would assume why you're covering your face. That's pretty self-explanatory, but like, would you say like, have you had any weird encounters? Like you were telling us off camera about one situation, like to do with the mask. Have you had any kind of things where the mask has helped you or like hindered you? Like, do you think if you took off, like you just put your face out there today, do you think like your like obviously like your tattoos would still bang off, but like, do you think you'd lose that element from people where they're kind of like wondering, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's just natural human nature, it's curiosity.
I get it, but that's not like it's not a valuable part of it for me.
Okay.
Like, I don't value that. Like,
so for you, it's just you don't want to put your face out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's not like a fucking...
But do you understand what you're saying? Like, do you not think that some people are like... forget the tattoos, there's some people that are just interested in like the whole anonymity thing, like the faceless thing. Not their sole reason, but it's a brand.
Yeah.
Like you would lose part of your brand if you just started showing your face.
I don't think so.
Not at all?
Not at all.
If you just started showing like raw face, no mask, no covering, like... I think even... You see, like obviously when you're talking online, you're not your face isn't covered, so that's a bit different. But I feel like your voice as well. Like I think you're speaking online every day on your stories, etc. And I think we as people with like in the social media age, we buy into people online. So I think people have bought into your voice even. Like I feel like there's some girls that are going crazy for your voice, and that's mad.
Yeah,
like,
no, I try to send a SoundCloud link every time. Like they're like, oh my god, I could listen to your voice all day. Jeez, do it. Give man the streams. Listen to me.
Man said, give man the streams.
Stream me right off, innit?
So in since you've been in the game, have you ever had points where you're like, this tattooing's long, man?
No, because I wouldn't have done it. Like, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, if you said, let's do a tattoo now, I'm game.
No, I can tell you definitely enjoy it. Yeah. But just like...
like, has anything disheartened me and made me upset
because you say, for example, because I'm more familiar with music in terms of like industries and stuff, there's a bag of bedrooms that I've had where they've just been like, bruv, it's Rappington's long when I'm looking to sign out, and then something may happen to gas them up again.
I think that's then if, and I learned quite early about this as well, but that's then if you're, the way you feel is based on the opinions of other people, and like if you allow where you get your happiness from to be outside of yourself, then it's vulnerable to how that fucking works out to be. Do you get what I mean? Like, say if for example, like with myself, when when like already established artists in this industry were outspoken about not liking me or not approving of the way I'm doing things and this and that, like, if I valued their opinion, it would have upset me. Like, like I had a choice to be like, oh, what? These man don't rate me. Oh, that's. Do you know what I mean? I could have been disheartened by that. But like, thousands of actual people that are getting tattooed do. So I don't care about them at all. Like, I don't. And the other thing is, like, I guess like in a proper immature fucking just straight ignorant mindset, I come from a very ignorant and primitive train of thought where like if I don't like someone and they don't like me, I'll punch you in the face.
Yeah.
So then when I'm thinking about all these people that are saying they don't like me, I just think I'll punch all of you. You're all like weaker human beings. Do you know what I mean? Like I haven't seen, there's not been anyone that's had a problem with me yet that I feel like, ooh. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got to be on my toes. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, I've got to be cautious about it. For every single person that's ever said anything negative towards like what I do and things like that, I just always think, you're a pussy, though. Yeah. Like really, and I can't let that upset me. Do you know what I mean? I can't let that be the thing. Like, if anything, like the things that have disheartened me and thing is just like, as big as it's got, like the fucking the people that have come into me insincerely and like have displayed like a certain like thing, like a fake friendship or a fake this or a fake that in order to gain something from me, and that's something I was unfamiliar with. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you hadn't experienced that.
I've never experienced someone like do you know what I mean? Like, it's
trying
so
to use you
weird.
as like a stepping stone.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, and I had brothers do that. Like they'll chill me one time. Like, I've met them one time through, I don't know, however, next thing you know, they're using my name in conversation to get them something.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, we had your boy in here the other day asking for discount on this and that. Like, who's my boy? Who? What, my man?
Times
I know this fucking guy. Do you get what I mean? And it, like, there's a lot of people.
Uber codes and that, like, discounts.
Do you get what I mean? Like, but Bre's just using their...
It's clout chasing.
Yeah.
That's just
but
what
that wasn't a word before.
Back then it wasn't, but yeah, it's just basically snakes. People that are just, basically looking for something. They don't really know you or care for you. They're just using your name. It's social currency.
Yeah.
Obviously, with all of us, we've all been doing our stuff in terms of that entrepreneurship. For you, at what point did you think, bruv, all this like free tattoos now is dead? Like,
it was never free.
From the get-go?
From the get-go. It was just cheap.
I hear you.
It was affordable.
£30.
Because maybe some of the tattoos you would have 30 quid, some people would be charging like, what, 120 for?
Yeah.
So it's quadruple the price.
So what, there wasn't like a celeb or whatnot that will try and, act a certain way expecting to get that free tattoo? That you've been like, you know what, let me just do it for the promo. Do you know what I mean?
Fucking, looks like a sticky one, man.
Nah.
See the face? It's thinking about the answer.
Yeah.
It's thinking it's long.
Fucking, obviously, Skepta squared up. He gave me peas. If anything, he tipped me as well.
Oh,
but he got like a flash piece from the book.
Tipping culture in the UK as well, I don't even think it's like that.
So, bruv, you're Skepta, bruv, you've got peas.
Yeah. No. It's good on him, but what I'm saying is like tipping culture in the UK for tattoos, I don't think it's really a thing like that. To some people it is.
Tipping in general is not a thing here.
That's what I'm saying. So in tattooing here it isn't really either.
No, I learned that when I went to America.
What you saying?
They look at it like you might as well spit on their face.
ASAP didn't like.
I didn't even ask. You know that?
Yeah.
I think fucking.
You didn't ask for a tip or you didn't ask for peas?
I didn't ask for peas.
How did it come about? Was it in a shop? Was it in a hotel?
It's at his yard.
But then surely he's asked you to come there to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
That's a bit mad, you know.
To be fair, like I think like I spent 2 days learning a lot. That was me being around.
Well, you spent 2 days at his yard.
being around someone that's. I went home. I didn't sleep at his yard. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not weird. But fucking
sleepovers.
Just man comes and never leaves and that. Never leaves.
That's them punishers there. They don't know when to leave.
I was like, I've got to go and do something. I was like, alright, bro, I'll be here. I learned a lot, bro. And see what we were saying like earlier to bring it full circle, yeah, is obviously for Skepta, that was like a homegrown someone that I've been accustomed to from a long time, from school, like listening to these
140 BPM.
Yeah, I've got fucking Rocky was like an international celebrity. Do you know what I mean? And like big and super famous and that. And I think it was I guess like the biggest person that I spent time with in a normalized fashion. Not in like there's certain famous people that I've met that have been like in their realm of like thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The assistant, everybody's around them.
Yeah, and it's like they're in famous person mode.
Yeah.
This is my first time chilling with someone in this kind of context and familiar, watching cartoons, chatting shit, and then I was able to have conversations that have left like lasting impressions on my perception of the route I'm trying to go to. Do you get what I mean? When someone is dealing with that at scale, it's like I'm saying, like that GTA has unlocked that map.
Yeah.
I know that I could have that. If I continue to battle what I'm doing, I could go further than Rocky, further than Skepta.
Yeah.
Because them man have already been to that part of the map, and I've.
So you basically felt like you got enough knowledge from that situation. You did, like the P's was just not
priceless
needed.
knowledge.
Yeah, it's priceless.
Yeah. And then, bruv, like everyone bummed it off after. It was all like, fucking, straight away, like newspapers writing about me and fucking, all them like media articles and that, and that's what like even like things like fucking it's like 3 years now that happened, and there's people now that will still like want to do like an interview based on you tattooed Skepta ASAP Rocky. Time ago.
Yeah. I suppose we're even mentioning it, so yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
You tattooed Bellerin recently, Hector Bellerin. How was that?
He's a good guy. Fucking
my right back.
Yeah. He's right. I was actually thinking about it. Thinking fucking there's that's like fixing, isn't it? If you ask him like take a foul in like the 90th minute and that, and I'll put like a bag on the.
That's all man. That's fixing, bro. Like
that's fixing. Don't
talk too much. But would you say like tattooing celebrities, like, do you think they gravitate towards you because of your style or how you present yourself online? Like, do you think it's because you're standing out above, just a normal tattoo, or what is it? What's the connection there? Because
they'll have I'm assuming they'll have access to many around the world. So what? Yeah, not to jump on these questions, but yeah, for me, it's just what do you think made them pick you?
A little bit of like the common friends, just through like I've dealt with such a high volume of people and always been nice. Like that's my initial first thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm never like rude or dismissive to anyone at first. So because the high volume of people I've encountered, by law of averages, some of them will know some of these people. There's millions of famous people.
You're about.
And each individual famous person has a huge network of acquaintances. And it just takes for one of them to bring into conversation.
Yeah.
Do you mean?
So what made you say, alright, cool, you know what, now I'm gonna go to this country and that country and that. What made you go ham?
Like
because you're going hard, bro.
Korea. You just come back from 2 days ago, New York, Canada. Why did you want, because obviously the thing, I kind of get it in a way, because you're not in a shop, it's not like people coming to you, you're going to them. And it people go to other shops, but you're not even just going to other shops. You'll just go out there and just tattoo.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not even like he's saying, okay, UK, America, Australia, like the big. You're going out there.
Korea. So, it's illegal to get tattooed there.
Swear down.
Yeah.
Jeez.
If you do that, they chop your hand off.
Bro, why did he
hold on a minute.
He didn't know about that.
I'm gassing. He was believing it for a sec still.
See me, I was thinking, right, he's on this.
Nah.
I started to question myself.
Like, it's illegal to get tattooed out there, though.
Yeah.
But no one's chopping their hands off.
What's the punishment, though?
Prison time, I guess. Maybe lashes. Like they do the lash out there. They like a little lash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I
thinking about it.
I was thinking
He's not going back there still. That was a one-way
a little
thing.
bra and a little stick in it. Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Oh my gosh. But yeah,
Why do I do it?
Yeah, like what made you say, bruv, I'm going there, like all these countries, rather than sticking to, you know, the common countries people may fly out to?
I mean, it's the internet. Do you mean if you get on?
You're unlocking the territory on GTA.
Well, yeah, but then
Proper smiley.
Traps little adventures and their flights.
see, like I'm attentive to the people that give me their attention. Do you know what I mean? And I think like I'm interested on their side of things because I've been on their side of things, buying a tattoo from someone, being interested in someone,
customer.
being a fan of someone. Like, do you know what I mean? Like all of these things, like everything that I do, I'm a big fan of. Do you know what I mean?
Do you feel like I feel like you go to places where, like you're saying, where people want you to go? So like people in Australia are saying, "Bro, when are you coming out here? Like, you know, you're going all here, there. And we want you to come here." Would you ever go to somewhere where people aren't shouting you? Like, I know it kind of doesn't make business sense, but like, do you think would you ever go somewhere just for crud, like Johannesburg?
What's that?
It's South Africa.
Oh yeah, J-Berg, innit? Joburg. They say Joburg.
Would you ever like, or do you think it just doesn't make sense because no one's shouting you from them? Or maybe someone is shouting you from, you know, South Africa or wherever. Like go Kazakhstan and just set up a little thing, like.
The Borat thing.
Is it? Yeah, it's from Kazakhstan. Yeah.
Dennis is liking that one still. We make action.
Wow, funny thing that Brer, like doing that film, he built their economy up a little bit. That was a boost to them.
I can imagine.
He put that on the map.
They have a statue of him.
No, bruv, they banned him from the country and banned the film, and then like
Probably got a little medal.
eventually, like 10 years later, when they saw their like tourism increase and like they're just world like fucking impact get a bit bigger, they started to rate him. But you know how I'll tell you a side note, yeah, edit this in or out if you want, yeah. But you know how my man did? The president of that country was fuming that this Brer has made a film mugging off the country.
Yeah.
The Kazakhstani.
If you think about it, it is.
He's mugged off your.
Yeah,
it's a violation.
He violated. He did.
The president of that country went to America to go and chat to the fucking Americans about just getting that film off. Just like you're mugging off our whole country.
Just cancelling him.
And doing like, and he organised this massive like press conference outside like the Kazakhstani embassy in America. My man's caught wind of it, and he's gone there as Borat an hour before and did the press conference, mugging it even more, trolled the whole situation, and dipped. And then, like, obviously, an hour later, the actual president turns up, and everyone still takes it for a joke. Do you know what I mean?
Fam, that's why. That's mad, fam.
He should have left that one alone.
Yeah.
Do you know what's sick about that? Is that's like you have to read about that. My man didn't put that in the film. My man's just on banter.
Yeah.
He's just on banter. He will mug you off.
Bro, if that was what's my man's name? Is it Kim Jong-un? Is that how you pronounce
North Korean.
Yeah. Bro,
Rate that, bro.
my man, when the Americans tried to make a film busting jokes on him, I think it was Sony that owned the rights to film.
Yeah,
he told them, man, brother, if you don't release that thing,
He's gonna do a madness.
it's peak. They
He's
shut the
got
whole
the button,
thing down.
bro. He will just launch it.
I rate that.
That's when you know you're on volts. Like, fam,
Do you know what it is with him? Yeah,
they didn't release the film, brother.
they did release the film.
Yeah, the interview.
He got vexed, but they released. They said, "Fuck you, bro." Yeah, the Americans backed it and was like, "Bro, Sony, do your thing. We're backing you."
So was it Sony that got shook and said we're not on it?
Yeah.
Okay, but the Americans said, "Nah, do it." They gassed.
Otherwise, because do you know what? If you allow my man to play you a little bit,
It's
he's just gonna go further and further and start
yeah,
flexing that button
yeah.
every time he chats to you.
But it's mental warfare. Like they're just fucking with him. But I kind of rate him, but I kind of don't, yeah. Because just on a side note, he's so hateful, yeah, that he's got all these nuclear weapons. The army's looking mad. Like when you see the propaganda videos, it's intense. But I see a story the other day, yeah, and they like found like, you know, someone like getting out of North Korea, and in their stomach, bro, like the amount of worms, because basically like the food situation there is mad. So like the amount of parasites in their stomach and stuff, just like basic things there are apparently mash up. Obviously we don't know, we've got West propaganda, BBC, etc. telling us one version, but it just seems like the version they're pushing is that he's just got bare nukes, bare military, he's on crud, but his own people are just getting fucked. Basically.
My man killed his own brother or brother-in-law, fam.
Yeah, I'm pretty. This is the guy he's saying he rates him.
I rate this more as well, go on.
I don't know if I'm condoning this now, but basically something about his brother or brother-in-law, I think it is the blood brother, but yeah, there was pictures of him going like Disneyland one-up, innit?
Yeah.
So he was thinking, raw, like, is my man gay, fam? He just waited for him to come back to the ends. They patterned him, man.
Nah, you went to ultimate capitalism. Disneyland.
No, fam.
Mickey Mouse.
I don't think it's like a homophobic attack. I think
that's what the documentary says. So they could be gassing up.
He's coming from a communist upbringing. That's all he knows. Like capitalism.
You went to the other side and played in their house like you all friends and family.
Yeah.
Should I take my thing for a dickhead? 100%.
That's literally Neverland to them.
Yeah. Wait, what?
What?
You're mad.
Michael
Fuck MJ, that's a whole nother story.
Hold on a minute. No, wait. I'm not having no Michael Jackson slander.
We see you're backing him.
Bro,
Do you know what's mad? Yeah, you know what's
he's
no.
backing
You know. But you don't have to.
don't try and tie them in together like the people that are back are sick.
Yeah, bro. Wait. You know what's next? Yeah, you don't rate 6ix9ine for snitching. He rates 6ix9ine. You lot are like polar.
No, I like his music.
No. But he thinks he should have snitched. You're saying
Did I
he
say
shouldn't.
that?
Yeah, you backed it hard. You backed it hard. Like. You said, bruv, he should.
I probably did.
You said, bruv, you rate him because, bruv, everyone was saying, bruv, he's a dickhead, he's a snitch. You're like, nah, I rate him, bruv. He's doing his thing. Like, you would cut out, like, you were like, bruv, they fucked your baby mother. They fucking robbed you. They beat you up. They, like, took money off you at shows.
There's two things that I think about like snitching in that situation. Like, if you've been bagged for something you've done and you're like trying to worm your way out of it, be like, my man's got food at his house though, that's proper snitching.
Fuck that.
If we get raided now and there's a burner in the cupboard and none of you man are saying it's yours and I get fucking nicked and that, and what I'm gonna keep it real to you man and be like, oh, it could have been mine still, you know what I mean? And
no, for me,
if one of you man don't say that it's yours,
if they come in, I'm saying,
but then what you're pointing the finger?
I don't know whose it is though.
For me, yeah. So then, who can you point at then?
One of them, man.
What are you saying?
The way he said, when I said, brother, you're gonna point the finger, he goes, the eyes are looking mad.
He's already thinking who
to this guy, bruv. Yeah. Wait, is that roller spinning the bottle?
But I like the way he looked more towards Dennis, so Dennis will be the one that will get
and it's longing to come out. Like,
well, if we all say it, then no, listen. All jokes aside, yeah. I think my man's in a very different situation. He's also very young, and what I'll go into saying with Michael Jackson as well is, once you're at that level of fame, life is different. It's not like it's the situation I just made a joke of just then about snitching with a burner there is different because we're all like ground
you've
level
gone from
threats.
6ix9ine back to MJ.
Look, all I'm saying is think about the context of them in their life. They're mega famous super. Michael Jackson was probably the next most popular human being after Jesus, and that's a semi-fictional thing.
Fam,
I probably agree with that.
With the MJ thing,
Right? Imagine being the most famous man in the world.
What? So you just think, oh, I just touched his kid?
No,
look, I hear you, but I think for me, it's when Lippy made it clear on
who's that?
Gasworks.
Lippy, on Gasworks. Lippy Lickshot. He's a next youth that's got his own podcast as well.
Okay, nothing to do with my output.
Yeah.
Shout out for the culture.
Yeah, and shout out Lippy as well. So basically, what he said, yeah, and sorry if I'm getting it wrong, is that in terms of like my man like being in bed with his with the youths and whatnot, if that was like your youth or whatnot, would you not like go mad and think, bruv, what are you doing in the same bed as my youth? I mean, you mad? And when he said that, I thought, bruv, if that was my kid in Donny's bed, I'm smoking him 150%, fam. So like, but obviously I know Michael Jackson's sort of upbringing and whatnot has been a bit nuts in terms of the abuse that he's gone through. But for me personally, same way, fam, man's youth, no.
The only thing I'd say though is R. Kelly's upbringing was similar.
Whoa,
he's wet, man.
No. But he was brought up, and him and his brother were abused by a family member.
Yeah.
And what I would say is, forget your arguments, yeah. A lot of people have come out and like been like, "Fuck R. Kelly," Even though someone I work with has actually told me that she owns a lot of his like records still, and even though she's watched the documentary and heard it all, she still like beats her man to the slow jams, you know.
Bro.
That's the next thing.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, they both had the same similar issues, but a lot of people will come down on R. Kelly hard, yeah, because they're like, yep, seen the evidence, seen the video of him pissing on the 14-year-old, case closed. Everyone kind of agrees on that. If you don't, you're probably a wrong'un. Fuck them, man. But with MJ, I know what you're saying, it's way bigger scale, and it's a whole different circumstance, but I feel like people kind of allow him. Like people still kind of
cold,
but like when it comes on Spotify and me and my missus are cooking, that's straight coming off.
Swear down.
Like if it's on a radio playlist,
I'm not gonna lie. If it comes through, I'm embracing it because I didn't press this man.
This man's shacking up to a nonce tune, like yeah, bro, he's a nonce.
I'm not having it.
You got to come correct.
Is R. Kelly convicted?
He's about to be.
He's about to be convicted.
Fuck all nonsense.
Yeah.
But if my man's not been convicted, they try to take him to court. My man's not been convicted. The reason my man's...
Kelly?
No, not him. Fuck that bread. That bread's...
MJ, sorry.
30. That bread's... Like you can feel it. Everyone's looking at this bread going,
why are you doing this, man? That interview's mad.
That's a wrong one. Michael Jackson is on a whole different plateau. You can't try bring these two men up in the same subject because they're both celebrities.
No. It's not about them celebrities. They've both been abused when they were young.
Huh?
They've both been abused when they were young.
I don't know about that. I'm just saying, everyone that accused my man of doing something with their kid or got peas.
Yeah,
I'm saying that's a live incentive for the next accuser.
It is, but
you're telling me one family didn't go, you know what? Fuck the money. My man needs justice.
But brother, it's big bags.
But you know what?
Everyone has a price.
You know what though?
I don't have a price.
What I will say personally, I'm not gonna say 100 Michael Jackson done the mad thing in the youths. I don't know about that. That one, I don't know.
They're just sleeping in the bed.
But the sleep in the bed, I just know that's a vial. That can't happen if I have got a kid.
Because you're thinking of it in the context of something. Cuddy, my man,
just like if Harry, sorry to cut, if like someone, let's say like Maniac shot at me and said, "Raw, you know, like, let's say I've got a kid and like, oh yeah, you know Harry was in the same bed as your youth and that, like."
Harry's not the most famous man in the world.
No, yeah.
And he's not the richest man in the world.
Even if it was Obama or someone, oh yeah, you know Obama was in the... Brother, are you... Bruv, I'm going jail. 150%.
Yeah, but that's his argument though. He's saying the families would have done that. Like he's saying, so one of the families eventually would have said, bruv, allow that, you're not sleeping in the same bed.
Okay, yeah, so, like, bruv.
But they probably got shook because it's MJ. That's what.
No, but you're telling me he's put gangster on everyone. All the families.
Not even, but even with R. Kelly, bare of the parent family and that, he had them on smash. Look at the dad that was outside. Like
this is R. Kelly.
No. But that's because the daughter was still in the house. She was still hostage.
If you think about my man in that context and you keep bringing up Brez like R. Kelly and Brez like that, then obviously you're looking at my man in the same light. They're not on the same trial. They're not boys. They're not rolling together.
No, I'm bringing it up because it's who we know.
But like if you like, if someone was to do that to you and keep like saying like drawing similarities between you and a convicted Brer who's done that thing, that's not fair. Do you get what I mean? What I'm saying is look at my man separately and individually. I think that it's a different thing.
Alright, cool. So I'll ask this then. Do you think him being with the kids in the bed, do you think that's wrong?
I think that he didn't think it was wrong, and I don't think the.
Oh yeah, I believe so. I believe so. Yeah.
I didn't think he thought it was wrong. I didn't think the kids thought it was wrong, and I don't think the parents thought it was wrong. I didn't think any staff members involved in any of that thought it was wrong.
I think the staff.
No, the staff knew.
The staff have come. Nah.
What they come forward?
They don't
for
mash up
peace.
their job.
Nah, come on. Allow the peace thing.
Listen.
People have come out and said, bruv, it was weird, and I told him it was
And how
weird.
much did they get for that?
But what I'm saying is, I agree
See that
with you.
documentary
I agree
that
with you.
come
The
out?
kids, yeah,
I
are
didn't
so
even watch
young.
it yet.
The kids
Alright,
are so young,
listen,
they
wait.
wouldn't have known.
Alright, cool.
And MJ, he's mentally young. He wouldn't have known it was wrong.
My
But
man's super rich, super mega thing, and all he spent a lot of his money and a lot of his time and effort on was investing in children and investing in the future of like helping kids and fucking providing them with something. And the same way that I give you context about spending a small amount of time with someone who's super famous, super successful, or super talented in any respect, you grow as a person. I guarantee if I sat in on one of your sessions now, I would become better as a musician. Just my ear, just what it will do to my mind, just being close to something.
Quick fire, yeah, Maniac. Do you think MJ's a nonce?
Don't know.
Do you think he's a nonce?
That's why.
Let Dennis say it.
all
Do you think he did the mad thing with the kids?
Nah, I don't, you know.
And I agree. I don't think he
We're
did.
too far away.
Yeah,
No,
I don't think he did.
No,
I don't think
Did Jimmy Savile? For sure.
Yeah, 100.
Do you get what I mean?
Why?
That's what I'm saying. What do we
he's
know
not
about
wrong.
any of these things? We just
Did you
know
watch the
what we've been
documentary?
told. I didn't watch it.
I haven't watched it as well.
No.
We just
I'm
know
not gonna.
what
I didn't
we've
watch it because
I
I'm
didn't
kind
watch
of
the
feeling the
documentary
music, so I
and
didn't want to
didn't-
feel.
No, but didn't a couple people come out from
That's
that?
really
Yeah.
effed up.
Didn't a
This is
couple
the
people
proper
come out from
darkness,
that and
bro.
say that
That's
they lied?
mad.
Yeah.
Didn't someone come out from that and say they lied?
Yeah,
from the
bruv, there was that
documentary?
that hung himself because the father of the child hung himself and left an apology suicide note. But after that, there was.
I think that's all bad. I think that's all bad juju, bro.
Alright, listen.
I believe them, bro. But honestly, I believe them.
He apologized to Michael Jackson for lying and taking my man to court. But if you're the first accuser, you take my man to court, and because you're bad at heart and you want to swindle millions of dollars and that because you found like some weakness in my man's fucking generosity. That gives incentive to the next brother to take him to court. What you telling me we can get like 20 million, 50 million?
I get the money angle, yeah.
Oh,
But you know what it
shit.
is, bro? I'm sorry, yeah. I know the kid had a mad upbringing, and we've spoke about this before. If you grow up in the limelight, you're not gonna be like mentally prepared for stuff. But he just built a roller coaster, a whole theme park in his back garden. Cool. You can say that he's childlike and he just wants to play with the kids. Cool. I think he did play with the kids. But the thing is furthermore, you know, all this. You can say they've made up all these stories for money, yeah? But you see how the kid was saying, in the documentary, he basically says that the first night on tour, the family was staying next door to him and he said, can the kid come in my room? The next
asked.
night, alright, cool. The next night, they slowly moved the family a door away. So by the end of the tour, the family weren't even on the same floor. So they can't hear the madness. But what it is...
So they can't hear the madness. What are you
Yeah,
telling me?
yeah.
No, what?
You
Every
tried it,
day
I'm
they
not gonna lie,
moved
you
the
tried it.
door
You tried it,
down.
you tried it.
No.
backed him
Listen
still.
out, yeah. Last one.
You know, my man was a bit slow there.
Listen, let me
No.
jump
What he
in
said,
quickly.
is he said he trained the kids to put the clothes back on, so if anyone came in, they're prepared like a military drill, yeah? And bruv, the way the intricacies of the
said
story, the kids that were molested, they said
All
that...
of them? Or just one brother was getting peace for it?
No.
Did they
The two
get
in the
paid for it?
documentary. The two in the
Did they get
documentary.
peace for it?
I don't know. Forget the money for a second,
did
yeah?
it come out that
But
they
that's
got-
a mad lie, you know. He taught them how to get their pants back on in case their mum knocks on the door, so everything looks alright. Bruv, I'm telling you, watch the documentary. MJ is a nonce, bruv. I'm sorry, we can't condone it.
Do you not
Stop streaming the music, bro.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you not see that? Because I'll tell you this now, yeah.
I'm the only one in this room that thinks this.
No, because you're quite strongly opinionated, and I like that. I like that.
I don't like nonsense, bro.
Yeah, no, I need, bruv. What do you think? Us man are all here going, nah, nonsense is kind of alright, you know.
Bruv, there's a lot of evidence, bruv. There's a lot of evidence.
Bruv,
I like, bruv, Thriller, big thing.
bruv, if
not so
if
good,
there
but-
was enough evidence, my man would be convicted, straight.
Money talks, bro. Your argument is settling itself. Money talks, bro.
Right,
Yeah,
what you're
power.
telling me? Every single person involved accusing my man took money. There's not a single soul that just goes, you know what? I just want the truth to be out there.
But you just
I don't
undone your
want-
argument because you
How?
said Jimmy Savile is guilty, yeah? Bruv, it's well known.
Mad people come out against my man and saw no benefit.
I know, but there's
Bruv,
there's a
people
whole
that
network
even-
of politicians, celebrities that were protected in BBC, full of nonsense. Same with MJ. Power talks. You said it yourself, yeah. You said he's the second biggest person in the world after Jesus. But do you know the power he had? He will pattern your whole family, bro.
For real.
And listen, looking at all of his creativity, the songs he chose to sing, the actual actions that my man chose to do, if you just look at it as a level playing field without making a solid decision on, I feel this way. Because like right now, and I forever always will be in the middle. I will accept information from either side because I'm in the middle.
Yeah, there's two sides to a story.
Right?
I've
got no incentive to be like 100% he's not a nonce or like 100% he is. I don't give a shit either way. Do you know what I mean? Like it makes no difference in my life. So I'm accepting of information.
I do because I don't want to condone it.
But
I don't want to play like all these things on Spotify while I'm cooking with my missus and some next nonsense in my ear. That's mad.
Bro.
We've got to question things more. Like we need to know where they come from.
Yeah, cool. But you've chosen the more interesting and exciting. It's obviously way more interesting and exciting to think that my man's a nonce.
No, it's just from the information. It's the information I've been told.
At my man's scale and where he was at, what he was choosing to do, I think that my man had some sort of positive. He did
have a positive, but he's ruined that.
It doesn't make sense to me. Like it just doesn't make sense to me.
I deeply believe, forget the money thing. I believe people like Macaulay Culkin that have come out in court and said that he's not a nonce, he never did no funny business. I believe
he didn't get no peace for that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. In my lifetime, I believe they will come out and explain it.
Alright, cool.
I think they've been so deeply affected at a young age they've been conditioned to believe that it's okay.
Cool. And I would be more inclined to believe them and believe that if they didn't take any financial gain from accusing him.
No, he won't.
Speaking about him.
Macaulay Culkin sorry for life.
He's got peas.
Yeah.
So he gives his unbiased opinion
neutral
on truth because he doesn't feel like
but I feel
he has
like
anything to gain. Because Brett's dead.
That's what I'm saying. It's because he died. When people die, even if they're your enemy, some people feel sad. You know, we always hear it like when someone dies, there's an outpouring of love that people wouldn't do when that person was alive. And I think with MJ, the funeral, everything, it's a big thing. People felt sorry for him, and there was the whole scandal about they think the doctor kind of killed him as well. And I think people like Macaulay Culkin think, you know what? I feel bad for this guy. I feel sorry for him. Whatever happened. He was troubled himself. I'm not saying he's like, you know, like a nonce in the same like sentence as we see. I'm saying it's like he was troubled deeply. Like he had issues, and I feel sorry for him on that level. But I believe that there's people that felt sorry for him for the funeral, and for that reason, they're not going to come out of it right now. But I think later in life, it will come out.
He's been dead like 10 years, bro.
Let me ask you lot something, yeah?
Still recent to some people.
Let's take MJ out of the question, yeah? Let's say it's just a normal artist or whatever, yeah? Music artist, cool. You like his music, everything. Then you hear that this artist sleeps with other people's kids in the bed. But there's no sexual intercourse going on or anything like that. He just sleeps with other man's kids. Would you lot still listen to his music?
Nah, it's cruddy. That's too.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
But then give it context. Because if you're like, which I'm sure
a bit of context. He doesn't know it's wrong, but that's what he does.
That the context of you ending up in his thing is mad. If it's like the family's come to stay for a certain period of time, my man's babysitting or something like that, or like, do you get what I mean? There must be some sort of context to it.
If you have to add more, you have to add the money to it because the money is what enables it all to happen.
This artist is someone who has a huge amount of money. He loves working with kids and helping kids better themselves. And a lot of kids are attracted to go to his house because he has loads of cool toys and a theme park, so on and so forth. He's got money, he's got access, he loves children. But now you're hearing raw. Your youth and that is sleeping in my man's bed. And it's not just your youth, there's bare other youths that he's sleeping with.
It's like a sleepover club.
That's all mad.
That's mad, fam.
But then again, I'm not in that position. Do you get what I mean? But I feel like if fucking
just to let the camera know, Dennis is saying the time, so
oh, right.
yeah.
What's the time saying?